Greetings, my fellow gamers, YouTubers, Cartridge Club members, and collectors alike. Welcome to another episode of Game Time. Oh man, my name's Kyle. It's been a little bit since I did a video, so glad to be back at it. And hopefully we can get some more out on a regular basis once again. I just thought I'd show this off. This was something I got a couple weeks ago, Atari Flashback Portable. And this was actually kind of a video a couple of my friends and fellow club members wanted to see. So shout out to both Buried on Mars. Search YouTube for him, Buried on Mars, as well as Duke from Retro Nonsense. Both some of my favorite channels on YouTube. They wanted to see a little bit more of this. It's taken me a little bit, but I'm glad to be able to show this off a little bit. It's the Atari Flashback Portable, and it's, again, a little bit of nostalgia for me. My first video on this channel was kind of taking a look at the Atari Flashback 4. And then we did both 5 and 6 since then. So I thought, that's enough for now. But this is different. This is a little bit different. This is one you can take with you. Has, I believe, yeah, it's just 60 built-in games, which I'm a little disappointed because the Flashback or Flashback 7 is out currently as well. And that has 101 games. So I don't know. It's not like these Atari games take up a lot of space. I don't know why they couldn't put all 101 games on here. But as you can see here, we'll have classic hits included Frogger, Asteroid, Centipede, Millipede, Pong, Sports, Missile Command, and Breakout. And on back is a complete list of all the box art. Now it's a little bit tricky to see on this video here, but you got all the games that are included. Also available is the SD card, which you can store some more ROMs. As you can see, picture there at the top of the console there. So we're going to open it up, and we're going to play a couple games and see it in action. Here's exactly what you get. I didn't take anything out. This is exactly how it comes. Nice little instruction manual. Kind of shows off some games, so you can not control so much, but kind of what you do for each game there. Kind of Haunted House. Here's what you do, and Fatal Run, and Golf, and everything. It comes with a USB to mini USB to charge. And the console itself is right here, the Atari Flashback Portable. What I like about this is, oh, there's me. Hi Kyle. What I like about this is the red button is kind of your main button. And of course, if you remember, the Atari just had the joystick and one button, so you use that A button quite a bit. But you might notice some different letters on here. P is for pause. You can actually pause the games. T is for TV. I believe it makes it look black and white. And L and R difficulties, and select is the S button there. D-pad there, and the menu button, start, is over here on the side. I like the D-pad. It feels pretty kind of nice. It's a little weird, but I like it actually. AV out USB, that's where you charge it there. That's where you put your SD card in for any ROMs that you might have of Atari games. And there's your volume rocker. Nothing much on the sides, on the bottom. Headphone jack, as well as the on and off switch. The AV out, you can actually put this here and hook this up to your TV. So, like I said, nothing on sides and nothing on back. You can't take the battery out. Some instruction there. Nothing on the sides. So, if this looks familiar, that's because there's also the at Games Sega Genesis one. Exactly the same layout and everything. There's that SD card. So I know I did a video of this in the past. This is actually, I think, the first model they did. They did a new one recently. Has like Mortal Kombat and a few different games on there. So I don't have that one yet, but I might in the near future. So this one, though, you can actually take battery out. So it's kind of interesting they took that away on the Atari Flashback. So let's boot it up, shall we? Kind of holding the camera here with one hand, so this will be pretty interesting. Let's see how it goes. Alright, here we go. We just turned it on. I'm kind of holding it a little bit awkwardly, so sorry if it's a little shaky. But here's the 7 pages. 6 of them have games, 10 on each page. So we've seen all these before in my flashback videos, so nothing too new in this set. Oh, I love the Dark Cavern. You bet we'll play that one. Nothing too new in this set except for Frogger. But this one I found kind of interesting because, as you can see here, Frogger, Atari 2600. I was assuming that we were going to be playing the 2600 version of Frogger. But to my surprise, when we loaded up. It's actually the arcade version. If you're on the Atari 2600 version, it looked and definitely sounded a little bit more different. So, kind of interesting there. It has the arcade version instead of the normal Atari. So, little speaker sounds pretty good. I mean, you know, these games aren't known for their awesome music and soundtrack. Whoop. So, the little mono speaker that they have there on the top side works pretty well. So there you go. We'll hit the menu button, and as you can see, it takes us back to main menu where we left off. Here's the rest of the games. Missed a lot of fun. I think I showed that off on a previous video. All the Pong games right there. Night Driver is a fun one. There's page 5 and page 6. Yar's Return and Yar's Revenge. Great stuff. Good old video pinball as well. So, and there's the SD card browser. If you were to put like some ROMs on there, play some good. It's a good Atari emulator. So, take a look here. Astro Blast. You might know some of these a little more famous on the Intellivision, but Atari Climber. I think this is another one that didn't come out originally. Yeah, 2005. So. It's a little bit Donkey Kong-ish. You're this guy here with the hat. You're trying to get the little dot that's right there at the top. I keep going up and I don't mean to. All the while you are dodging, of course, the barriers that come through. I don't think I'll get that one in time. Oh, there we go. And I did forget to mention the dot moves, so it moved a little quicker than I thought. But as you can see, they'll go a little bit quicker, and the ladders are laid out differently. And my dot's now down here, so we'll be able to get this one right quick. And there you go. That's Atari Climber. So, yeah, a nice selection of games. Again, I would like to see, because on the Flashback 7, which also came out with this, there's 101 games, and they don't take up that much space. I don't see why we don't have all 101 on here as well. Oh, focus, please. There we go. So, I don't know. Millipede, we'll play one more here real quick. The games that require, or at least played with the played as using the paddle controllers, are a little bit weird to play using this. It's easier than it is on the TV versions of the Flashbacks, just because the paddle games using joystick is rather difficult. I would always recommend using if you have the original paddle controllers, to do that. But on here, on the Flashback, it's a little bit better. I prefer using this little D-pad a little bit more. Circus Atari is one of those that use the controller. So yeah, you can see there that that's our switches there, and TV, mono, everything, pause. So everything's pretty good. Let's start her up here real quick. So yeah, I like using this a little bit more than the joystick on the console versions of these Flashbacks. It's still difficult, but a little easier. So that will do it, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode of Game Time, talking about the Flashback Portable. A great gift idea for the holidays coming up. And if you're a retro game fan and Atari, and even if you have a few of those Flashbacks and are like, I'm done with that, it's nice to have these games on the go, and it's actually a really good way to play them. Battery life's very good, sound quality's good, and you can see that screen. It's not showing up on video as excellent, but it's actually a very nice, clear screen. I really do like it. So, good job at Games. You gave us a pretty good Atari Flashback we can play on the go. So, thank you everybody for watching. Check out cartridgeclub.org for a ton of more great videos from a ton of great YouTubers. Love them all, and we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Take care and happy gaming.